Hello everyone, welcome you all. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use packages in Python. So let's get started. What is package? So package is a folder which contains or consists of modules and sub packages. And we can access those modules from package using import command. So import is a statement which we can use to import the package. So import sys, and from this particular sys module we have path.append. So here we need to specify the path of the package where exactly it is. So for example, here I have a package so which contains multiple modules, right? And each and every module can contains multiple functions or classes, whatever we have. Suppose I want to access these modules from this particular package from my client program. I have to use this particular command. First we need to import import sys, and then sys.path.append. We have to specify the complete path of this package, and then we can use import command for importing the module 1 and module 2, module 3, and so on. Alright, now here the package is just a folder which contains multiple folders also. That means multiple packages also. So here packages are not like a module. So module we can create in Python. So but packages we have to create manually. Alright. So package contains again multiple modules, and if you want to use those modules from the package, we have to specify the path of the package where the package is present, and in which package all the modules are present. Now let us see how we can create multiple packages and sub packages, and how we will define the modules within the packages, and then we'll see how to access those modules and so on with some examples. Now let's start with, so in example 1 I'm going to show you importing modules from single package. So here I have a pack1 which is a single package I will create, and inside this package I will create two different modules, module 1 and module 3. And module 1 I will create one function called display, and module 2 I will create called one more function called show. So from the client program I am trying to access these two functions which are created in different modules, and these modules are come from different package. Alright, now let us see, and this client program will be there in different package again. So let's say this is your package 2. Now client program should able to access all these functions which are coming from module 1 and module 2, again which are coming from back1. Alright, now let us see one by one. Let me go to PyCharm. The first I will create pack1, right? So go to PyCharm. Here I will create a new package. So go to the new. Here there is an option called Python package. Now select this package. I will name it as a pack1. Alright, so now I have just created one package. Now what next? So once we created pack1, so I need to have two different modules which will be created under pack1 on the same module, same package. And each and every module there are two functions. Module 1 I have display function, module 2 I have show function. Now let me create module 1 along with the display function within the pack1, right? So let me just go to again PyCharm, and pack1. Under pack1 I am going to create a new module. Module is again simple Python file. So in the previous video we have discussed more on modules, right? Same thing. So here I'm going to create one more module. So my module name is, let's say, module 1. Alright, and similarly I will also create one more module. Let us say this is your module 2. Alright, so now I have created two different modules with the same package. And next thing is, in module 1 I need to have one function called display function, and module 2 I will create one more function called as a show function. Now again one more time, let's go back to your PyCharm. So in the module 1 I will create, so in the module 1.py I will create one function, so that is called display function, and module 2.py I will create one more function that is called as a show function. Now let's create it. So here module 1.py I will create first display function, right? So how to create a display function? Def display. Alright, so this display, so here I will just print, okay, here I will just print this is display function from module 1. Alright, so this is just simple a function I created. And similarly let's create one more function in the module 2 also. So here I will just say show. Okay, So this is a show function from module 2. All right, save this. Now in the module 1 we created one function, module 2 we created one more function. All right, now let us call these two functions from these two modules in another module that's called client module, which will like create in package 2 or some other way. So let's go to create one more pack1. Pack1 is already there. Now I'm going to create another Python package, let's say pack2. Okay, so now I'm trying to access these two modules inside the pack2. So here I will create a new Python file. I will name it as a client. From this client, I should be able to access this module 1 and function, module 2 and function. All right. Now in the client program, so these module 1 and module 2 we cannot directly access because these two modules are present in some different package. All right. Suppose everything is the same there in the same package, we can directly access them. But these two modules are present in the pack1, and client program is present inside the pack2. Now we need to first give some statement here called as import sys. If the modules are present in some different packages, we have to write this command import sys, and then we need to specify path where the pack1 is present. So by using sys dot path dot append. So here we need to give the complete path of pack1. All right. Now how we'll get the path of pack1? Just right click and go to your directory path. Right. So pack1 I need. Right. So as soon as you open the pack1, this is your pack1. Right. So this is the path we need to give. And here inside we have two modules which created. Now go to your PyCharm. Now here specify the complete path and give the forward slashes. Right. So this is your complete path of pack1. So inside this pack1 in semicolon. So inside this pack1, so all two modules are present, module 1 and module 2. Now as soon as we imported this, now let us access those modules. Let's say in approach 1, how we can access those modules. In approach 1, we can directly import them. Let's say because already we specified the package path, right? And now we can directly import them. We can say import module 1 and similarly import module 2. So as soon as we imported, we can directly call the functions which are created in module 1 and module 2, right? So how we can call this function display and show methods? We can call like this: module name dot display, and the other function module name, this is module 1, right? So this is our module 2, and dot display, module 2 dot display. So this is a one approach we can access this function. So this is the show method, sorry, this is your show method. Now we can access these functions from the module 1, module 2 directly after importing this. Now let's run this code. Now we'll get the exact, this is a display function from module 1, this is a show function from module 2. This is one approach. Suppose I don't want to specify any module name, but still I should be able to access these functions directly. How we can do that? So there is one more approach. Let me just show you approach 2. So here we need to use a from keyword. So let's say from module 1, right? So import, what is that function? Display function. If you have multiple functions, let's say star. And one more from module 2, import again star. So now we have imported all the functions from module 1, module 2. And now we can directly call those functions without specifying any module name. Let's say display, this is the function name, and then it call as show method, display and show. And this is a direct access without specifying any module name. Now let's run this, we'll get the 4 outputs now. So the same thing we'll get here, either approach 1 and approach 2. In approach 2, we have just imported only modules. And if you want to access those functions, module name dot function name you have to use. But in the second approach, we have imported direct modules from that particular package. So from module 1, import star means we already imported those functions. So we can directly use those function names. These are the two approaches. With this, we have just created one package which contains two modules, module 1 and module 2. And inside this, we have called display and show method from the other client program, which is created under package 2. All right. Now I'll show you one more example. Importing modules from two different packages. So here I have multiple packages. Let us say this is a sub package. So pack1 is also contains pack2. Inside the pack2 module 2 is present. Pack1 contains one more package. This pack2 is a sub package. Okay. And module 2 is present inside the sub package. So here like this, pack1 contains a pack2 contains a module 2 here. But module 1 directly pack1 contains a module 1. But module 2 is present inside the package 2, which is again present inside the package 1. Now let us see how we can implement this with another example. Let's go to PyCharm. Now I'm just removing this pack1 and pack2. I will recreate one more time. So how we can delete this? Just right click here and just delete it. Alright, so now again I'm removing the complete packages. Fine. So now let me just create pack1 and pack2. So pack2 is a sub package of pack1. This time pack2 is a sub package of pack1. So first let us create this part. Okay, so this part. So pack1 inside this module 1 inside this display function, right? So let's create pack1. So go to your PyCharm. Let me create pack1. Pack1 is a package, right? So package Python package. We have to select Python package. This is your pack1. Now I have just created a Python package. So inside the Python package 1, so you have to create one more module 1 and inside this display function. So in the pack1 I will create a Python file. This is the module. I will name it as a module 1. Alright, so in this module 1 I will create a display function. Now here I will just create a display function, def display colon. So here I will just print, right? So this is right. So this is display function in module 1. Right? So this is the first function I created. Now what next? So here, so pack1 I created, module 1 I created, within the module 1 display I created. Now pack2 should be part of pack1 package, and inside the pack2 I have to create a module 2. Now let's go to pack1, and under pack1 I have to create the sub package, right? So now select the pack1, right click, new Python package. Now it will be created as a sub package, right? So this is your pack2, so which is a part of package 1, right? So the package 1, so this is a sub package. Now I just created pack2, which is again sub package of pack1. So in the pack2, what we have to create? Module 2 we have to create, right? So pack2 I'll create another module and I will name it as a module 2. So inside the module I will create another function. So inside the module show function I will create. So let's go here, PyCharm, and here I will create the same function. I'll just change the name. So instead of display I will just say show function. Right, so now this is also done, and this is a show function in module. Which module it is? It's module 2 under pack2 package 2, right? And this is module. This is a function which is created under module 1 inside the pack1. All right, so now I have created two modules already. Now we need to call these modules and method functions from the client program. I will create this client program in some other package. Let's go to here, pack2, pack1, pack2 is a sub package of pack1. So I will create another package. Alright, so this is a pack3. This is your pack3. Now, OK button. So here I will create the client function, client program, Python file, client. OK. Now, module 1, module 2 function I should able to access in the client. Alright. Now, let us see how we can access this. So the first thing is we need to import. See this first module 1. So where is the module 1 is present? Inside the pack1, right? So let us import the pack1 first. So command is import sys. We have to write and sys dot path dot append, and here we need to provide the complete path of pack1, right? So get the path of the pack1. Go to directory path and pack1 path I required. So this is your pack1, right? So take the path of the pack1 and specify here slash 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 slash, right? So this is your pack1. Once we have imported this package, so now we need to also import the module from this particular package. In pack1, which module we have? So module 1 we have, right? We can directly import that module from module 1, okay, import start. So we have to import everything from module 1 because the module 1 is present inside this particular pack1. And then similarly, I can also import other packages. So submodule we have to import separately. We cannot directly access sub packages from the main package. Okay, so we have to specially specify the path for the pack2. Now let's go to pack2, get the directory path of the pack2. Alright, so this is your pack2 directory. Now get this path of the pack2. Now again we need to import this sys dot path dot append, and here specify the complete path of path2. So again forward slash. Alright, so pack1 and pack2. See this. So we have to specially specify the path for sub packages. We cannot directly get the sub package from the main package, right? So once it is done, then we can import this from which module we have to import from this package? Module 2, right? So module 2 import and start. Import start. That's it. Now we have imported module 1 from pack1 and module 2 from pack2. Everything is imported. Now we can directly call those functions because we already imported these two modules, right? So in the module 1, which function we have? Module 1 dot display function. And similarly module 2 dot show function we have. Right? Now run this code. So we got some error here. Let's see what is an error. Module 1 dot display. Okay, it's a spelling mistake. I think module 1 dot display. Okay, so here we have already imported module from the two modules. We have imported all the functions directly, right? So we don't need to specify any module name here. So we can directly call these functions, right? So now let's run this code. I will get the exact output. Module 1 pack1 and module 2 from pack2. So this is another example for modules. So here we have seen importing modules from two different packages, pack1 and pack2. Alright, now I'm going to show you one more example, importing classes from different modules and packages. Now let us see here in the pack1 I have employee module, and pack2 I have STU student module, and in EMP module I have employee class, and STU module I have student class. Now again in these each classes we have different methods, display EMP and display student. Now I need to call these functions within the client program. Okay, so first let us implement this part first, and then let us implement the second portion. Okay, step by step. Now I'll implement the pack1, which contains EMP module, which contains EMP class, which contains again one function, right? Now let us create this. Let's go to PyCharm. Again I'm removing all the packages. I'm deleting all the stuff. Pack1 and delete this, right? Now so let's create a new package. So pack1, right? So let's create it. Pack1. So inside the package we should have one module. So I will create another module. My module name is EMP. EMP is my module, and inside the module I have to create a one class. Let me create a one employee class. So here what I can do is I have created something called employee class, which contains a constructor. So hyphen underscore underscore init underscore underscore is a constructor, and self means this constructor belongs to this class, and it takes three parameters: EID, ename, and salary. And by default these variables are local, right? EID, ename, and salary are local variables. If you want to convert them into class variables, we have to specify self.eid equal to EID, self.ename is equal to ename, self.salary equal to salary. Now this constructor will be created to assign these values to the class variables. And then I created one more method called display EMP. Self means this, again this method is belongs to the class, and here I am just printing the values of self.eid, self.ename, self.sal, because we have to specify the self because these variables are related to class variables now. Okay, so this is a class I have just created which contains a display emp function along with one constructor. Now similarly, so this part we have done so far. So we have created pack1, created emp module, and inside this employee class again we have created display emp function along with one constructor. Now let us see the second part. Let's create a package 2 inside the student class, a student module inside the student class, and display student function. Now let's go to PyCharm again. Now I'm creating new package called pack2. So pack2 is another package. So inside the pack2 I will create one more module, STU module. So I'll say STU module, and now inside this module I will create a student class, and exactly the same way like emp I have created a student class, and which contains a constructor which takes SID, SName as a SGrade, and I have converted these local variables into class variables SID, SName and grade, and then I have printed these values here. Okay, so this is a class which contains a variable, and the values will be assigned to the class variables, and I have printed those values. Now we have done with the pack1 and pack2 implementation along with these two modules. Now I will create pack3 now. So inside the pack3, my client, I will write the client program and then I will access everything. Now go to PyCharm. I will create another package and Python package, and I'll say package 3. So inside the package, I will create another class, another program called client program. So this is actual program will access the modules classes from a student and employee. Now in the client program, so we need to import first emp and stu, which are there in the different packages, right? So what I can do is first I will just import first package, that is pack1, right? So first we need to do import sys, and then sys dot path dot append, and here we need to specify the complete path of your pack1, all right, in the double quotation. So here I'll specify the complete path of your pack1, and then we have to import the module whichever we created inside the pack1. So which module we have created? From emp module import employee class, right? So from emp module we are importing employee class. Now for employee class we cannot directly access, we have to create an object. So let's say E is equal to employee, and this will accept parameters, right? Because in employee employee class we have created one constructor, so we have to pass 3 different values, right? So we have to pass those 3 values. Let's say emp id and name of the emp, and then we can specify some salary of this employee. Okay, and once we have passed these details, E dot, we have to call the function we have created method called display emp method, so we can call that. So what happens is we have just imported employee class from emp module, which is part of pack1, and then we have, once we cannot directly access this class, we have to create an object for class by passing the values, constructor will be invoked, and then values will be displayed. Now let's just run this code and we'll get the emp id, emp name and emp sal. Internally it is called employee class, and here this class is executed, constructor is invoked, and it is printed all the values, right? Now similarly, if I want to access another package, so pack2 which contains a student, right? And we have to again do the same thing, again import this, but this time instead of pack1 we have to import pack2, and instead of emp we have to import the stu module. Which class we created? Student class we created, right? So student class we created, and then we have to create an object for student also. So let's say s is equal to student, and here we need to pass some parameters because we have created one constructor. It will take 3 different parameters, SID, SName and grade. Now here I will pass some SID, and SName is something, and anil, and then and the grade is, let's say, A. Okay, so now I have passed some variables. So how we can print them? By using s dot. We have a method, right? We have a method created. What is that? Display stu. We can directly call this. All right, now let's run this code and see. Now we are getting STU name and STU salary. So this is how we can invoke multiple classes from different modules and packages. So here we have created EMP STU, two different modules in two different packages. Again, inside the module we have created multiple classes, contains these functions, methods, and then from the client program we are able to access them. Okay, so that is all about the packages concept in Python. So that's all for this video. Thank you all. Please subscribe my channel to get more updates on this. Thank you all.